Tonight we're talking about something that most people avoid their entire lives. But here you are, right here with me. Right here with me. You are the gift. And that's what we're talking about. You're the gift. You're the gift not because life finally got easier. Okay. You're the gift not because you suddenly had it all figured out. You're the gift not because you've healed everything that you've been through, but because you were placed right here, right now, in this moment, on purpose, from somewhere. Maybe it was the spaceship. Maybe it was the universe. Maybe it was God. Maybe it was the angels. Maybe it was nobody but yourself. But you're placed right here with us, right? You're here for a reason. You're here for a reason. Not by accident, not as a placeholder. You're not a placeholder. Don't you dare act like a placeholder anymore. Not as background noise in someone else's story. That's not you. You actually are the gift that someone prayed for. You're the gift that someone just threw out into the universe that they needed before they knew they needed it. And then when they knew they needed a way or a sign, you are that gift. How dare you not show up? People have been praying for you. People have been asking the universe to send you, and it's trying and it's trying and it's trying, and you just don't. But you're the gift. You are the reminder someone needed. You're the light someone else is looking for, even if you don't feel bright today. Tonight, we're going to talk about how to see yourself like others see you, and how to show up in people's lives like you actually believe that you matter, because you do deeply on a soul level for so many people around you. See, I said buckle up. What it means to be the gift. You are the gift. Let's redefine what gift really means. A gift is something that arrives with purpose, meaning, and intention. Okay? Think about the very best gifts. They are not ones worth lots of money, right? They are those thoughtful ones that are very intentional, placed in just the right places, right? An intentional gift. A gift is something that arrives with purpose, meaning, and intention. A gift is something that changes the room. When you give a gift, how does it make people feel? A gift is something that makes something else better simply by being there. But the truth that most people never say out loud is this. A gift does not wrap itself. A gift does not choose the timing. The gift does not determine who receives it. The giver does. I'm going to say that again for you. I want you to grasp it, okay? Really grasp it. If you are the gift, a gift does not wrap itself. A gift does not choose the timing, and a gift does not determine who receives it. The giver does. The giver does. You're the gift. You are not the giver. You are the gift. If the universe sent you here, this moment, this room, this friendship, this conversation, then you were meant for it right here. You were meant to be right here. Being the gift is not about ego. It's about an assignment. It's about recognizing did you recognize the assignment? Did you recognize the assignment? Your presence encourages. Your voice shifts atmospheres. Your energy brings peace. Your story breaks chains. Your compassion softens hard places in others. Your compassion can soften the hardest of hearts if you've been given as a gift to them. Being the gift means walking into a room and not asking, who's looking at me? But asking, what did the universe send me here to give? What am I here to give? What am I here to give? What am I here to do? Maybe it's comfort, maybe it's clarity, maybe it's truth, maybe it's joy. Maybe it's just your existence showing someone else that they're not alone, right? Hashtag my story matters. Letting people know they're not alone. Do you like this? You don't get to choose. The giver gets to choose who the gift goes to. Why is it so hard to see yourself as a gift? Why is it so hard to look at yourself and say, why did the universe send me here? Whoa, what am I supposed to do? I'm here for a reason. I am a fucking great gift, right? Why is that hard? Universe put you here for a reason. Why is that hard? Why is it so hard to see yourself as a gift? Why do we struggle to see what others see? Why do we struggle to see what the universe sees? Because we're always the giver. And do you think we're always the giver because we like to think that we're in control of it? And that's a very real question, because if we are the gift, we can't be the giver. Maybe we're trying to give the gifts when we don't realize we're the gift. Maybe all this time we're trying to control, for myself included, in giving these gifts and giving these things when maybe we're the gift and we're supposed to just be given and just show up. Show up like you're there for a reason, because you are here for a reason. You are here for a reason. Why do we struggle to see what the universe sees? Why do we struggle to see what other people see? Are you ready? Couldn't be happier. Comparison stole your reflection. Yeah, it hit hard for me too, actually, just now saying that when that came through. Yeah. Very much. Comparison stole your reflection. You spent years measuring yourself against people who weren't called to your lane. You're comparing yourself to other people who maybe they're not the gift. They may not see you as the gift, but the giver didn't give you to them. Comparison stole your reflection. You spent years measuring yourself against people who weren't called to your lane. You have learned to shrink to make others comfortable. You've learned to be quiet to make others comfortable. You've learned to not say how you feel to make others comfortable. You were taught that humility means disappearing. You learned to shrink to make everyone comfortable. You were taught humility means disappearing. It does not. Humility means being real. It does not mean being silent. Shrinking to make others comfortable doesn't have to mean you stay silent. You were applauded when you saved others. Look at what a good job you did. But you were never applauded when you nourished yourself. You were applauded when you saved and helped others, not when you nourished yourself. No one ever said, great job, you took a nap. I can say I get that sometimes. I do get people saying that to me because I'm like, for fuck's sake, thank God you took a nap. But you're not applauded, right? When you nourish yourself. You're only good job when you save and all the good things that you do that's considered good things. That's when you're applauded, but not when you take care of yourself, only when you take care of other people. that means you forgot your own soul. It means you forgot that you were the gift. It means you may not have ever realized that you were the gift. You didn't take care of it. You didn't wrap it beautifully, right? Your wounds convinced you that you were too broken to be valuable. Your wounds convinced you were too broken to be valuable, right? If you're too broken to be valuable, gifts don't stop being gifts just because the wrapping paper gets torn, right? Think about that. If you're the gift, right? Clearly, we've made this is established, right? If you're the gift and the universe has put you here for a reason, like just because like you have a bad week or you have shit happen to you, does that mean you're still not the gift? If someone gives you a gift and it gets broken in transport and it was a meaningful gift, does that mean that it's not a gift? No, it was a gift. If someone gives you flowers and then they wilt because they're not getting the nourishment that they need, does it mean it's not a gift? Still a gift. Still beauty when they fade. Still a gift. Your wounds convince you you're too broken to be valuable. But gifts do not stop being gifts just because the paper is torn. You haven't healed from rooms where you were unseen. Somebody else's blindness convinced you were invisible. Somebody else's blindness convinced you were invisible. If you were the gift, right, the universe put you here, and someone else's blindness convinced you that you were invisible. Their inability to see you will not stop the purpose in you. Their inability to see you will not stop the purpose within you. Let that sink in. You're not defined by the people who mishandled you, even though it feels like you are. You're not diminished by the people who underestimated you. You're not disqualified by those who didn't choose you. The gift that you are is universally given. The gift that you are is God-given. The gift that you are is whatever you believe. You are here right now. You're a gift. Universe does not revoke what it assigns. If you are here for a mission, if you're here to help others, if you're here just to make people feel less alone because the gift is wrapped and the paper is torn, it does not mean it's not still a gift. The universe does not revoked, right? Just because. No. All right. These are some ways that you can show up as the gift. And I'm not saying show up like, I am the gift, everybody. Get the hell out of my way because I'm a gift, right? I mean, you can, but that's not what we're talking about, right? That's not what we're talking about. Here are some ways you can show up like you're the gift intentionally. Truly believe that the universe, source, God, whatever you believe in, has put you here on this planet for a reason, and believing that you're the gift, right? And you have something that you want to move forward and fulfill and make a difference. Right. That's right. That's right. Let's get practical and spiritual so you can show up differently, right? Show up a little differently anyway. You can enter rooms with intention, not insecurity. I love to enter rooms and hide. That's my go-to. Like if I go to a room, let me find the back table in the very back, right? That's what we do. Before you walk into a room, pause and say, show me who needs what I carry. When I come on here, Show me who needs what I carry. Let all the things you've been through not be in vain. Who needs what you carry to make another day? Somebody does. Do not let it be in vain. You're a gift, right? You're a gift. Show me who needs what I carry. Your presence has a purpose. Treat it like you've been sent. Who needs what I carry? Okay? Use that. Who needs what I carry? Stop apologizing for being too much or too little, right? You're you. I'm not saying go on crazy rampages and then not say you're sorry if you need to say you're sorry, but stop apologizing. Like, sorry should be, sometimes we say it so much that it loses its value, right? It loses its value of saying sorry. Sometimes it's just like saying, right? Or saying something, hi, sorry. It's like, it's just that extra word that's in there. It loses its value on that. So stop apologizing for being too much or too little. A gift does not apologize. Have you ever received a gift and the gift's like, I'm so sorry I'm a gift, but I'm just not good enough? No. A gift's value is determined right from the giver. The giver. The giver is giving it. The gift is never going to say it's sorry because it's the gift. Tankless, yeah, I feel that so much. Sorry, sorry, bump into someone, sorry. Yeah, for sure. Okay. The gift does not apologize. A gift simply is. You simply are. You simply are. You simply are. The right people unwrap you with gratitude, not discomfort. The right people unwrap you with gratitude, not discomfort. You're the gift. Okay? Lead with what's real, not with what's perfect. Lead with what's real, not with what's perfect. Perfection is a costume. Authenticity is medicine. Your story is someone else's medicine. Right? Who needs what I carry? Who needs it? That for me, it'd be like, who's lost a sibling? Who had a family that was absolutely overrun with addiction? Who understands or doesn't understand grief and they need someone who does? Who needs what I carry? Who needs what I carry? I can love fiercely and authentically and without any hesitation. Who needs what I carry? When you show up real, it allows someone else to breathe again. I see someone with my story, right? Someone else gets it. Someone else gets it. Give what you naturally give. What is something you naturally give? If you know someone that gives something naturally, what is it? Give what you naturally give. That's you being you. It's you being you. Your gift does not have to be dramatic. It can be dramatic, right? But your gift, you, the gift, the calm you bring, the humor that you add, the truth you speak, the hug you offer. As long as I know you're in my bubble, I will offer a hug. Don't try to take it without me knowing that you're coming. The compassion in your voice and the safety that you create for people. Give what you naturally give. Just ask Jen. Yes. I will give you a hug freely as long as you don't sneak hug me. My everything goes, woo. Give what you naturally give. What do you naturally give to people? What are you? If you're a gift, what would that be that you give? Mine would probably be stability. So I'm like a tree. I will show up for you time and time again at the time, Monday nights at 6:00, blah, 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 right? the humor that you add, the calm you bring, the truth you speak, the hug you offer, the compassion in your voice, and the safety that you create. These are some of the things that you freely give and naturally give. Let people's lives be impacted by you without you shrinking. It's a really hard one, right? Shrinking and wanting to hide always was the struggle until years ago when I started on here. It was terrifying to jump on here and oops, someone might see you. But knowing there's other people that have hurt like myself. Knowing that there's other people out there that have had the same struggles, right? Show me the people who need what I carry. Like that's a very real thought process. If they don't need what I carry, then they might not be for me, you know, but show me those people. Some of you guys are afraid to shine because of how others react. And there will be people who react in a negative way, and that's okay. But some of you guys are afraid to shine because of how others would react. But a dimmed light helps nobody. If you think of a lighthouse with no light, does that help anybody that is lost in the storm? It doesn't. A lighthouse with no light does not help lead anybody home. You're the gift. You're the light in the lighthouse. You're the lighthouse. If you're dim, you cannot help the people lost in the storm. At the same note, a lit candle can start a wildfire. Right? So two polar ends. A lit candle can start a wildfire. But something that's not lit literally can't do anything. It doesn't help anybody. Your glow will ignite someone else's healing. You showing up will ignite someone else's healing. Think about people that you know or people you look up to, people that you've seen, people that you've met, and you've watched them grow. People in this community, you've watched them grow, right? It ignites other people. It empowers other people to show up. What if they can find peace in their madness? That's why you show up. You're someone's courage and you're someone's breakthrough. You're someone's, I just need a sign. Somebody just give me a sign. Give me a sign. Here's somebody's sign. Let yourself be seen. Let your impact be felt. Let yourself matter out loud. Be the gift. Walk with the quiet knowing that you were placed, not misplaced. So for those of you guys who have felt like you were misplaced or you didn't have a place, walk knowing that you were placed. You were placed. You were placed. Everywhere you go, say under your breath, I am here on purpose. After all, you're perfectly capable of making changes to where you're not where you are. So you are where you are on purpose. When you show up and say, I am here on purpose, watch how your energy shifts. Your energy will shift when you show up on purpose. When you show up like you're the gift, you're here, lead me to who needs what I carry, right? Lead me to these people. Watch how your energy will shift. Watch how you will carry yourself. You will carry yourself differently. Watch how people begin to respond differently to you because you're here on purpose. You're here for a reason. People see you. They want to know, why is she standing there like she's here on purpose? Because she's here on purpose. He's here on purpose. I'm here on purpose. Purpose has presence and you can feel it, right? Watch how your energy shifts when you show up and say, I'm here on purpose. I'm here on purpose. And you can feel when someone shows up and they're the gift. Hi, thank you. Hey, Dimensions. Hey, Bo. Do you know someone who is a gift to you? What if they didn't show up on purpose? Right? I am here on purpose. I am the gift. I'm not saying this to me, not I am the gift. Say this to yourself under your own breath, right? I am the gift. The universe placed me here. God placed me here. Whoever, whatever you say. My presence has purpose. Your presence has purpose. Your life is not accidental. You are where you're at on purpose because you've chosen where you're at on purpose. Even if you don't even want to be where you're at, you still chose it. You're on purpose because you haven't made any different decision. You're there on purpose. Every day, you're showing up, doing things on purpose. I carry light, I carry love, I carry truth. I show up with intention. Do you show up with intention? Sometimes we do. Show up with intention, right? Say, show me people who need what I carry. Okay? That's what I got for you. Thank you, Dimensions. Appreciate you so much. It's good to see you. Did you guys like that class? Did that help you? Right? I show up with intention. I show up on purpose. Right? It is different. I hope you're good. Yeah, I think about the people that you know that are around you and think about what life would be if they didn't show up. Like, where were you when you found the people that were your angel, your people that showed up just randomly? People who show up at the right time. People who show up when you meet them at the gas station, when you meet them on TikTok, when you meet them at work, when you meet them at a gathering, right? What would life be if they didn't show up? A lighthouse, perhaps. Yeah, what would a lighthouse be without the light? How many people in the storm would it impact? Your room. Met you in your room. Dimensions, did we meet you in your room? Where would you be? Where would these people be? Where did you meet the people that impacted you, right? What would happen if they didn't show up? Right? Think about that. You don't know if you would be what? Think about the people. And again, just think about the people that have shown up, that they were whatever to you, an angel to you, perfect place, perfect time, all those different things. If they didn't show up, if they were not, as Bo said, a lighthouse, if they didn't show up intentionally and to impact. Yeah. Okay. So that's what this class is. You are the gift. Remembering that you matter. The gift does not get to choose if it is the gift. Right? It is the giver. If the universe, God, source, whatever, has given you a person, it is a gift. Right? In fact, the receiver doesn't even get to choose if it's a gift. That's the really cool part about it. Things are given to you. Yeah. Yeah. The gift doesn't get to see, doesn't get a choice, doesn't get to say if it's the gift. The giver does. You find the most interesting seem to show up out of nowhere. A gift share. Yeah, right? It is really interesting. I think that, and if you know me, you know I love connections. Like I love just like that spider web that happens in life of these really beautiful connections, and you don't know why or what they're there for, but you know that they're there. Understand if you've gotten to experience those things, like that person is a gift. Literally the universe, God, source, whatever, is giving you a gift. So the gift has no choice in it, which is really interesting. The gift doesn't decide if it's a gift. The giver does. The receiver doesn't get to say like, it's not a gift. Like they can choose not to receive it, but it doesn't change that that's still the gift. Right? A gift is still a gift if the wrapping paper is torn. If it's not 100%, it's still a gift. Still the gift. You are the gift. Right? You are the gift. So I hope that that helps you. Next week we're talking about receiving, of course. You're the gift. Listen, I don't know what you're talking about. But next week we're going to talk about receiving gifts, receiving people, being open to receive gifts, whether that be something wrapped in a package that's being given to you, or whether it be the gift of someone being given to you, and being open to receive that fully. I'm sorry, I'm blind. I can't read right now. I'm sorry. What? Being open to receive these people that are around you, not knowing the outcome of what that would be. Think of all of us as friends that we have met through here. And if we did not receive each other, we wouldn't have gone to Colorado. There's a lot of things we wouldn't have been able to do, right? Open yourself up to receive these things. They may impact you more than you could ever know. But if you want to keep building walls and pushing them away, you can do that. But you know what? That person's still a gift to you. Thank you, Ravel. It doesn't discount that they're still the gift. And they're put in your life for a reason. And you can push it away, and you can hem and haw and all those things. But you will find those things, those gifts are usually there for the long haul because they are placed. Oh, that's so cute. That was cute. I love it. Those things were strategically placed for you. They were placed for you. Universe placed these people, these gifts for you. Treat them as such, right? All right, that's what I got for you. Anybody have anything to say? Except Rebel. Couldn't be happier. What? Oh. So that's what we have for class tonight. We have lots of really cool things with the podcast coming. So if you know any artists, any people with stories, all those things, send them my way. I am booking for next year. And you're welcome. You're welcome. lots of really cool things going on. These classes that I do on here will be put over on YouTube. So if you guys ever want to go over and take a peek there, you can. Retreat is full up. We have 12. We might have one more spot, maybe, but we have 12 going. So we might have one more spot that we could squeeze in, but other than that, we are full up, and that's 6 months away. And we're supposed to have a meeting with Kelly for the Break the Silence Festival soon. Let's plan something, right? Let's figure out how to do this documentary. Let's figure out how to do some of these things. Couldn't be happier. All right. That's what I got. Appreciate you guys. It is going to be amazing. It is going to be amazing. I feel like there'll be some shifts and some changes. We're going to start doing some of our lives on YouTube. I feel like that will be impactful. I really enjoyed doing the, let's figure that out. Got to figure it out. Do some stuff on YouTube. I like doing that premiere for the podcast. Rebel is going to be on once a month. If you want to have a guest spot and jump on the podcast, feel free. Yeah. Let me know. Everything's open right now. Also, if you're within the community, if you want to continue doing the same thing next year, let me know. If you don't, that's okay too. Just let me know. I don't have to have details right now. But I would like to have an idea on who's in it, kind of like for the long haul. One of my goals this next year is to make the Authentic Life Collective a nonprofit. I would like to make it a nonprofit. I need a board on that. And that will be people that I can depend on, that have been around, that want a part of it. Oh, you're so pretty. So pretty. So I'll have to have a board for different things to be able to even apply. And then of course, funds for it, that'll be a shared partner thing if we do it together. And I don't know a lot about that. Jen knows a little bit more about that, but I do think that, there's some stuff in the works on the Break the Silence that we would be able to partner with having Break the Silence and the Authentic Life Collective. I think that would just be impactful. So, okay. Yep. That's perfect. And if you guys are in here and you want the chat rooms and things like that, we do have Geneva. It's called Geneva. I think it's also called something else, but there is a chat room with the core group in there of chat rooms, updates. You can post videos. You could do all kinds of things in there. And it's more of off social media. So it's something that you can do. You don't have to necessarily have an app. You can. So we do different things over there too. Yep. Yeah. Elaine said something about having a meeting. We'll plan one of those in the next week or two before the new year, because I want to get some of that stuff lined up. It'll be a process. Yeah, they aren't regular meetings. So the next meeting, we will go over kind of what I think my goals are and things like that, and then see how that meshes with everybody else's and see what everybody wants to do. I think that we have a lot of opportunity. Bo's not getting rid of us. He's getting rid of me. He's tried to get rid of me multiple times. I think he knows better, maybe. He might know better. He's tried his hardest to get rid of me. He always comes back. He's definitely not getting rid of me. I know. We're in each other's life for some reason. Thanks, Chica. Thanks for keeping me updated on that. Yeah, for some reason, yet to be determined. But that's what I got. So yeah, I'll let you guys go from there. Tomorrow, Nadine is not going to be on. She is taking this week off, which is perfect. And you got your clicker on. Well, goodness. Yeah, look at that go. We can jump on. Well, can I do something tomorrow? I don't know what I can do. If I can go live, I'll let you know. I have some stuff tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see if I can. I'm sure I'll be able to. There won't be anything going on, I'm sure. So we'll do that. If I can, I will let you know. Wednesday, I'll be on doing the normal. Yeah, no, you take care of you. You take care of you. And we'll get some scheduled stuff going on. Okay. Yeah, let me get with everybody and find out a meeting time because we need to brainstorm some stuff. So, and if you want to be one of the core people in the group and you're not, and you want to be involved in the stuff, then let me know because once we do start building the nonprofit board, everybody's going to have very specific parts. So if you want to commit. If you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm big on that, especially when it comes to this. I mean, things come up and I get that, but you know what I'm saying? You're not allowed to just disappear if you jump on the board because it'll affect so many, but you'll be stuck with me. That's what that means. So, all right, guys, I hope you have a beautiful evening. If you need me, you know where to find me. Bye.